Hello friends, welcome back to the another video of our JavaScript project playlist. So in this project we are going to build this typing game using Vanilla JavaScript. So only HTML and CSS knowledge required to build this project. Any JavaScript framework knowledge is not required. I show you this project from scratch. So now I want to give you a quick overview about what we have to build in this project. As you can see in this typing game, there are some difficulty level like easy, medium and hard. You can also choose any of them, and here is a toggle button, so you can switch this difficulty like this and play the game. Now let's start the game. So here we have to type the word that is here, and after typing that word our score is increased and time is also increased like this. And if you miss this word in this time second, then a message will show like this: time ran out and your final score is 3. So are you excited guys to build this awesome typing game using Vanilla JavaScript? So stay tuned and let's move to our coding part. So here you can see in this typing game folder I create 3 separate files. First is for our HTML stuff, second is for our JavaScript, and the last one is for our CSS. So now let's start with this index.html. So this is the basic HTML code. We also have to tell this index.html that we also have to use this style.css in this file. So we have to apply a link for that like this. Style.css, this is my file name. Then change the title according to our game, that is typing game. Now I want to use inside our game this nice icon for our settings. So for that we have to use this font awesome CDN. You can search here and go inside this. Then you have to copy this link tag inside our program. So now paste here because we have to use that to provide a nice icon in our game. Now go inside our body part. So here first I create a button. For this ID is equal to settings button, and the class is settings button. Remember, we use this ID settings button because we want to apply JavaScript, and with this class we have to apply our CSS. And in this button let's write here I for our icon, and the class name is FAS FACOG because we have to provide this nice icon. So you have to write this class name. Now close this tag and save this. Now I want to open this project with live server. So here you can see a nice button is added inside our project, and the title is also typing game. Then let's create a form for this difficulty. So after this button, here we have to create a new division with ID is equal to settings, and class is also settings. The name is totally up to you. Inside this div I create a nice form that for difficulty. id is equal to settings form. Inside this, I want to create another div. So in this label, we have to write difficulty. Label for difficulty. Save this. And here you can see a label is applied. After that label, we have to apply this select functionality. So for that, I use this select tag. With id is equal to difficulty. id is for our JavaScript stuff. And inside this select, we have to apply these three options: easy, medium and hard. So for that, I create this option tag. And first is for easy. I want to copy this 2 times. This is for medium. And last one is for our hard. Now save this. And here you can see this is select functionality is applied here, and inside that there are 3 options: easy, medium and hard. Now let's create another div, because this div is for our difficulty section. Now I want to create a new div for this main game. With class is equal to container. This is our main class. So I write name container. The name is totally up to you. After that, inside this h2 tag, I want to write this speed typer. So here you can see a nice label is applied. After that, inside this small tag, I want to write type the following. Like this, type the following. You can see here this is applied. Then I want to write this input tag, because here we have to input some words. Here type is equal to text. id is also text. Then autocomplete is off, because this is our typing game, so we don't have to put this autocomplete. Then inside this placeholder, I want to write type the word here. You can see here a nice placeholder is added successfully. Now we also have to write this time left and this score. So for that, I create this p tag with this class name time container, and here we have to print time left, and after that we also have to write this default time. So for that, I create a span with this ID item, and inside that I want to write default time 10 seconds. Then let's create another P for this score. Class name is score container instead of time container. Here we have to print our score. After that we have to write our default score with this ID is equal to score, and default score is 0. So let's save this. Here you can see the default time and the default score is added successfully. Now we also have to create another div for this time ran out, because first div is for this difficulty, second is for our this game, and third for this game over. The ID is equal to end game container. And the class name is also end game container. Now we also have to include this script.js like this style.css. So after this div we have to create a script tag. Source is equal to our file name, that is script.js. So now our HTML part is finished. So let's revise this. Here we apply a nice icon with this font awesome library, and with this button tag we apply this nice button. And this difficulty we create another div like this. Inside that we have to apply this option functionality like this, and I create another div for this speed typer. You can see here the class name is container of that div, and inside that I create two p tag. First is for our time left and second is for our score. And in this div and game container I don't write anything now, because this is for our time ran out. So this display whenever our game is over. So this is display by JavaScript stuff. So in this div we don't write anything like this. So I hope you guys like this part 1 of our project HTML. And if you got any error while programming, then you can check my description. I added a GitHub code link for this part 1, and if you want to continue with this project, then you can check my description. I will edit the part 2 video link whenever I will upload the part 2. So stay tuned guys, and thank you and bye bye for watching this video. And if you really like, then please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Bye bye.